Hi, I'm Jamie Cook with NRHA and Hardware Retailing Magazine. For the hardware and home improvement industry, green has become this year's new black. But we wanted to get down to the heart of what was really driving this movement, so we checked in with some industry leaders to hear what they had to say.
My name is Jay Tompt, and I started Planet Hardware about 3.5 years ago for California Hardware, which is a 150-year-old regional distributor of hardline goods. And what I found with Planet Hardware and in rolling out this program, we serve mostly independent stores. And the most successful independent stores have done the best with the program. And the reason is that they're community focused, they're service oriented. And when you are, when you're in your community and you're concerned about providing good service and good products to your community, going green comes naturally.
I think the first important thing is that sustainability and green are not the same thing. Green is simply a focus on the environment. Sustainability is balancing people, planet, and profits. So it's really looking at all those things together and saying, all right, let us bring in products that are environmentally friendly, that do the right thing for the environment, that maybe cost less to use, that last longer, they're more durable, they're better for builders, and they're better for our bottom line. And at the same time as we build that mission and our own people start to identify that we're a different kind of company, we're not just making money, but we're selling products that make the world a better place, our people get excited about it. And so now you really start to balance people, planet, and profit.
We saw a need and we filled the demand with creating the Green Building Store. What interests me specifically was a background in the green economy, and I saw that this was the next wave.
I'm Kevin Robinson with KR Construction on the Monterey Peninsula, and we are a green builder in the field. Green building, I think, is definitely worth everything that we can do in the construction field is worth it to me, environmentally, health, and just being a green builder, making sure our kids and our kids can be living in the same world that we live in today.
Well, it really started me thinking as I started to understand the kinds of green products that existed and really think about where our wood comes from. I realized that for the 90 years of our existence, a lot of the forestry practices weren't so good. And as I looked at sustainable forestry and I looked at our own opportunity to source and sell products that come from sustainable forests, I realized we had a tremendous way to give back to the source of our wealth. And I felt like it was our responsibility as a company to do that.
Retailers must get down to the root behind the consumer driving any trend. Our expert offered some insight into the motivations of today's green consumers and how pricing adds into the whole equation.
I think the whole mindset of this industry for the last 30 years has been really oriented toward cost and lower cost, and somehow lower cost is always better. And I think we need to get out of that mindset. For the last 30 years, manufacturing has been sent offshore, and it's been kind of a race to the bottom with regard to price and how things are made. And I think we need to get out of that whole mindset. It's not how cheap is a product, and if it's cheaper, it's going to work in my store. It's, do I have customers who are looking for something that I can provide them with? Can I provide a service to customers in my community? And I think with regard to the green products, generally speaking, the answer is a resounding yes.
Different people care about different things. Some people care about renewable materials. Some people care about healthy homes. Some people care about indigenous rights. Some people care about locally sourced. Some people care about the trees more than recycled materials. So what we see in green is a lot of different concepts. So what I'm seeing is that customers are more educated on what does green mean, and so they're able to articulate what they care about. What that means is different customers are coming here for different reasons. Our task is to be familiar with all the different concepts and know how to ask the questions to customers. What is it that you care about? And place them with the right material for what is important to them.
So now that we've heard a little bit more about the green movement in the hardware and home improvement industry, how do you make it work? Our experts have tips on what consumers are looking for and how to turn your store into a green destination.
The best way to brand yourself is to literally go through your product line and understand which products have green values and then start to promote that you understand that, you know how to sell it, and you have them in your store. And people really want to come and have that as a choice. So for 12 years, we've created this EnviroSmart brand. Actually, we created it about 7 years ago. And all of our green marketing has been based around choice. We don't want to push that in people's face. People don't want to be dictated to. What people want to know is that they have a choice. And so we create choice where choice heretofore didn't exist. There was only one option. Now you can come into our stores and you can have the traditional option or the green option. And very often, the green option is the new improved option. It's the option that's more durable, that lasts longer, has less toxicity, and oh, by the way, it's good for the environment. So we sell the product first because builders want the performance of the product, and then we sell the green value second. You get a product that works, and oh, by the way, it's good for the environment, reduces your energy bill, saves water, lasts longer, less maintenance. But the product works is the most important thing in the beginning.
For the customer part of it is a lot of it has to do with your employers, now your employers and then your employees. So having your contractor being an environmentally friendly builder, and then having your employees be taught that, so when they do come to the lumber yards and they know what EnviroSmart is, they'll be able to look at that and go, okay, that's the option that we want to take, and be able to bring back to the job site instead of just grabbing something off the shelves.
You put your mind to it, you figure out how to source it. Once you source it, you've got it, and you can bring those products in at almost no cost. Then the next level are products that really are incrementally more expensive, but they also perform differently. So my favorite one is a product called Bonded Logic. It's insulation made of 100% post-industrial recycled blue jeans. It is more expensive, and builders love it because there's no fiberglass, there's no particles, it's not messy, it's not toxic. They can grab it, put it in place, and not get all those particles on it. They love it. They'd rather pay more because it's easier for them to use. So there's a product that works better, and they get value for the increased price.
Our experience over the last year, even though 2008 was a down year, our green products has been one of the few categories that has actually grown. So it makes sense from a business point of view, certainly, to try to go green if you're an independent.
I think it's something that we can capitalize on for sure. I think that every supplier should be able to offer the public and the general builders a green product. And if they don't want to choose, then they don't choose that way, but the builders that are going toward the future should be looking at all green products.
How do you know it's not big in your area? Did you do market research? Have you looked for all of the names and addresses of behavioral greens, that is, people who've proven to purchase green? Is that because you don't have the products in your store, so you don't hear people asking for it? Well, people don't know necessarily to ask for it, or maybe they know you don't have it, so they don't ask for it. Simply try it out and see what happens.